Attention, yeah, I said attention. Attention, all people from this area. Please listen up. If anyone is outside of your houses and is within the vicinity of this neighborhood, we've got something to tell you. Listen to the following instructions as to what's about to happen. We know that this is crazy, but will you please do this? What do we mean by this? Listen to this transmission and you'll see. This is one of the craziest things that has ever happened to the creator of this production. Hey, if you are able to do this, great. Here's what we're talking about. Can one of you please pound on this window? Yeah, you are hearing this transmission over the window that you should use for this demonstration. It's in the room of this house where this transmission is coming from. If you can't find it, please keep on listening until you've come directly to the speaker. I'll tell you what to do. Here are the instructions on what you need to do. First, you need to pound on the window slowly. Then you will need to go get a vacuum cleaner or one of those tools that contains a motor, kind of like what landscapers or construction workers use when everyone else isn't paying attention to the noise and just goes about their day. Yes, we are talking about that. Will you please turn it on against the window? Keep in mind, we will be recording this entire process. This is so that he can try to show what really happened to him when he was about 5 years old at one of his homes he previously lived in. To be specific, we are talking about what happened to him when he used to live over on Spruce Street. This really scared him when he was a little child, but now he wants to demonstrate this so that anyone living there in the future with a child won't be scared, and he can show them that there's nothing to be afraid of. We will use recording equipment so that everything can be captured clearly. We also plan on sharing this with the friends of the creator, ready to know what happened to him when he was younger. Want to know the reason why he got scared? Okay, here we go. So there was a time when he was playing with a toy in his room, just like most kids who like to spend time playing in their rooms and having fun with their toys. He was playing with a toy that he had where you would place a block on the surface and it would play a musical piece. As of the date of the production, we're not currently sure what the toy is called, but he really liked it. He played around with it until one time he was very much in his room and he heard a pounding at his window and he thought that someone was hammering his window. He heard lots of banging, but it was a slow type of bang. We can speculate that it sort of sounded like construction work, but we're not exactly sure. He didn't even know what the sound was, but we can tell you that he really got scared. He was so scared that he covered his ears. We also could speculate that it sounded almost like fireworks, but we do not believe that is the case. Then he heard a humming sound at his window, and he also covered his ears since he wasn't sure what was going on. The humming sound he heard is the sound described earlier in this transmission. He didn't know what to do. There was 3 humming sounds, one after another. The first humming sound was normal, but the pitch of the second series of humming slid down to a lower pitch. The humming sound of the noise was very clear. Finally, the humming sounded normal again, but then it rose in pitch again until the machine, or whatever, was turned off. Yes, the people turned it off. Whoever was making the noise with their machinery. Somehow the toy disappeared. We don't know why, but he tried looking for it again, but he couldn't find it at all. He was 5 years old back then. Of course, since he is much older now, he is not scared anymore. So will you please do it like how it was explained just now? Okay, then. Do it. Go on. Let's see what you've got. If you all are not able to do this today after this transmission is over, feel free to wait until tomorrow. Again, we will be recording this. If you choose to do this tomorrow instead, how about we set a time to demonstrate this? Here's a suggestion for you. We were thinking 3 in the afternoon. Does that work for you? Okay. Any other time? Accommodations are accepted if this doesn't work. Keep in mind, do not go as extreme as to hammer the window. We do not want to have to pay for another window. Also, if you see a phone with a recording screen through the window, please do it immediately. This is a reminder for all of you neighbors so that he can share it with all of his friends and anyone who is curious as to what this was like for him. There may be a lot of people guessing about what happened next, which is nothing. He didn't know what to do. He was left in surprise, but he was scared. Oh, and we must inform you that he did carry around with him a glass egg. We have no idea what he was doing with it at the time, but